Story time with Sweet Corn Steve. Sizzling Sausage and Bon Jovi. Story 3, The Thunder of the Stadium. Sizzling Sausage woke up early with fierce excitement burning inside him. Today was not just another day. Today was the day he would finally see his hero, Bon Jovi, perform live at the Grand Thunder Stadium. The whole city buzzed with electricity. People waited in long lines wearing band shirts and waving posters. Every radio station played Bon Jovi songs, loud and proud, filled with epic guitar solos and soaring choruses. Every street corner hummed with music and anticipation. Sizzling Sausage packed his small backpack carefully. Inside he placed a water bottle, a notebook, and a shining golden ticket. He dreamed of getting Bon Jovi's autograph, maybe even a photo if he was lucky. He looked at himself in the mirror, smoothing his round sides proudly, remembering how he had recently defeated the Pickle King. It had been a hard journey, but he had saved the festival and protected the people he cared about. He felt more confident than ever before. When he reached the gates of the stadium, the crowd was enormous. Thousands of excited fans shouted and clapped. Flags waved high in the air. Lights flashed from cameras. Sizzling Sausage squeezed through the crowd, hoping to get close to the front. The sky above was glowing orange and purple from the sunset, painting the perfect picture of victory and celebration. But then, everything changed. A cold wind whipped across the stadium grounds. Dark clouds rolled in fast, swallowing the colors of the sky. The light dimmed. The air became heavy. A deep rumble growled across the sky like a warning. The storm arrived without mercy. People gasped and looked up as thunder cracked sharply overhead. Rain began to fall in heavy sheets, soaking everything instantly. Some fans panicked and started running toward the exits, afraid the concert would be cancelled. Others covered their heads or huddled together beneath ponchos. The loudspeakers crackled as if struggling against the wind. But Sizzling Sausage did not move. He stood tall, gripping his golden ticket tightly. Nothing was going to stop him from seeing the show. Not rain, not thunder, not fear. He whispered to himself, "I came too far to turn back now." Suddenly, a strong and familiar voice boomed across the stadium. "Hold on, everyone. Do not run. Do not give up. This storm is not the end." Sizzling Sausage spun around and gasped. Walking out onto a small platform near the front of the stage, hair blowing wildly in the wind, was Bon Jovi himself. The crowd fell silent in awe. He raised a hand, calming the storm of fear in a single moment with nothing but his presence. In his other hand he held a shining electric yellow V-shaped guitar made of cheese. "The storm may roar," he said, "but music roars louder. Thunder cannot silence us. Tonight, we play." The crowd erupted into cheers again, louder than before. Bon Jovi lifted his guitar high overhead and the lights exploded back to life. He struck the opening chord with a powerful sweep of the strings. The sound blasted out like thunder. Drums pounded like a racing heartbeat and more guitars screamed into the night, electrifying the sky. Fireworks burst behind the stage, sending sparks flying. Sizzling Sausage sang and danced with the crowd. His heart soared. Rain splashed across his skin, but he did not care. The music tore through the storm like lightning. This moment felt like magic. But in the middle of the flashing lights and roaring guitars, something strange caught his eye. High above the giant stadium screen, just below the swirling storm clouds, a tall and narrow shape appeared. It stood perfectly still, like a shadow carved from darkness. It did not move. It did not sway. It simply watched. Sizzling Sausage stared hard, trying to understand what he was seeing. The lightning flashed again, filling the sky with white fire. For a split second, the shadow sharpened into the outline of a figure. A towering figure. A figure with long, sharp edges that stretched outward like blades. Then the shadow vanished. Sizzling Sausage blinked and wiped the rain from his eyes. Had he imagined it? Was it just the storm playing tricks with the light? Or was someone, or something, truly up there? His heart pounded harder than the drums. Bon Jovi finished the song and stepped up to the microphone again. His voice echoed through the stadium. "You are the strength. You are the power. Together, we make history." The audience roared with joy, but Sizzling Sausage barely heard him now. Something was wrong. He felt it deep inside him, a feeling heavy and cold. A strange humming vibration rolled across the stadium. Not thunder, not applause, not guitars. Something else, something alive. The clouds above the stadium began swirling in a perfect spiral, like they were being pulled by an invisible hand. Sizzling Sausage felt the hairs on his skin stand straight up. He took a small step backward and whispered to himself, "Someone is coming." The words trembled out of his mouth. His eyes rose slowly toward the swirling sky. He could not see the shadow anymore, but he knew it was still there, watching him. A new villain had arrived. Stronger than the Pickle King. Smarter than any enemy he had faced before. Waiting for the right moment to strike. And Sizzling Sausage understood one thing with absolute certainty. The battle was not over. It was only the beginning. The music roared. The storm raged. Guitars screamed like living lightning. The night vibrated with destiny. And somewhere above, hidden behind darkness and thunder, a new enemy smiled. The end. Thanks for listening.